Hey guys, welcome to Cars and Health Bars. As you can see, we have for you another video podcast. On today's episode, we kind of recap our local car meet that we had this past weekend. We kind of do a March Madness style bracket of the cars that we took photos of at the event. It was a lot of fun, and we look forward to doing many more in the future. Let's get right into it. So during our last episode, we were talking about some stories. I kind of started at the end of the episode talking about stories I had from my work, and you said they were kind of funny, and I forgot to incorporate one. I can't believe I forgot about it, which it's not really that big of a story. It's just a little funny goof. But we were looking at, me and my coworkers were like browsing through the files trying to find forklift accidents and stuff to watch, like videos of them happening just to watch.
Oh no.
We came across which I guess they probably emailed them out at some point. I just forgot about it, but they sent out a picture of the whole roadmap of the whole factory, and they had little stars where forklift accidents happen. And I swear, dude, it looked like a map of Kentucky where every Dollar General location is.
Everywhere you could think of it, happened.
There was stars on top of stars, dude. There was wrecks everywhere.
I wouldn't even doubt if some of them were two in one plot, one spot.
Oh yeah, they're guaranteed. There was and some stars were different colors because it was forklift versus person instead of forklift on forklift.
Man versus fork.
I wish you could just click on each one of those stars and it show up the incident. That would have just been amazing.
Yeah, it just looks like a little video. It's like Gang Beast.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just something I forgot to add into the last one. It didn't really hit me until that night after I was editing the episode. But yeah, so we're doing a bracket this time. I got a few other things I want to hit the top of the show before we get into that, because it might end up consuming the whole episode. If it kind of seems like it's going to around break time, we'll probably just go ahead and not run a gaming topic. Obviously, as you heard me talk about in the last episode, we were supposed to have a whole big episode covering everything about the new ARC news, but if you haven't heard already, it's super disappointing. It's pushed off to the end of 2024. But from what I read, ARC 1 is moving to Uni 5 in the next few months, which should tide us over, because it should make ARC look a lot better. I don't know. I don't really know much about Uni 5 other than, of course, it's going to be a way more powerful engine. But yeah, and the only thing that kind of rubbed me wrong is how they hyped up this ARC 2 news big time and ended up just being sad news. That kind of made me sad.
It's the industry standard now.
I wish they would have told us the delay separately and then saved current ARC going to Uni 5.4 being the only good news, because good news is better than bad news, obviously.
For sure.
Man, I don't know if you saw, but we lost one of the greatest raceway parks in America, I would say.
Yeah, I did see that.
All over social media.
It's a shame.
Yeah, Houston Raceway Park, a lot of big events happen there. If we ever got to the point to where we actually got to go out to shows, I definitely would have hit a Houston show, because they look crazy.
I see a new one being built,
I hope so.
Because that's a source of avenue for someone.
Yeah.
There's a big scene.
Yeah, Houston's car scene, man. That's one of the bigger car scenes in the country, especially being close to, it's not terribly far from Albuquerque, compared to where we're at. What I like most about Houston is that they had the big tower. They would start the roll racing from behind the tower and drive underneath it. That was so cool how they did that, man.
They kind of do that at Beach Bend, some events.
Yeah, but dude, that whole announcers building is so more grand at Houston. It looks like a freaking resort, man. Couldn't imagine.
I want to do some roll racing in my car when I'm built.
Dude, I wouldn't mind it either because of that trans tune that I've got, dude. Like, if I go from a 40 roll, dude, 40 will grab second and rip it to pieces, man. Like, oh my god, it kicks into second at like 5k RPM, shifts at like 720, 7.2. Like,
Yeah.
God.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I've completely forgot to share my screen. Let me go ahead and do that so you can participate here. Even though, if I'll go ahead and fill you guys in. If you didn't know, we had a local car event this past weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was, of course, with our good friend Modified World, Zach Wyatt. We had a pretty good turnout, I would say. You know, had a
That was a good out.
you know, especially as windy as it was. I mean, that wind would cut you in half, man.
Some wind.
It was cold, like, and you know, it was a good car event, and I'm hoping that more people show up in the future. But for what it was worth, I thought we had a great turnout, honestly.
For sure.
So let's just get right into it, and no particular order. I just started titling these cars, and I think that my folder automatically organized them by title of the car. So in no particular order, we've placed these cars in, and of course I'll have the image of the car to the right, the bracket on the left, and we will do so as, you know, the typical March Madness brackets that they do. So first round we have I might have misspelled his name, but it's a 1LE Camaro. I think the driver's name is Felipe. You know, the only thing I don't like about it, and it's just completely my taste, is the big splitter in front. But you know, that's just kind of my thing. I do kind of like the black hood, even though I've never really been big on mixed matched hood versus body colors, which is a huge thing. But I don't really mind that. Red on black looks great, and I'm pretty sure he's got black wheels also.
Yeah, I like it. It's so that's standard on the 1LEs.
The black hood or the
Yeah,
black
it's
wheels?
a vinyl wrap.
Oh,
The black hood.
yeah, that's dope.
And
And
then the splitter, I like that. Like, especially if he tracks it, like NCM or autocross. I don't think autocross you'd see any gain, but
the only thing
for track use, I like that.
the only thing I think we both agree on that we dislike about this body style is that weird chrome like lip right here. It's just
Yeah, I
like,
don't like the chrome. I just would rather delete it.
yeah. Versus we got a 6.2 truck.
Yeah, that thing was pretty clean.
That thing was hitting a lick too, and
It was, bro. It had a nice sound of cam or
Uh,
tune, whatever. Either way.
I'm sure he had exhaust too, and it was still pretty. Yeah, it sounded really good. It was a really tasteful sounding truck, and
Yeah, whoever tuned that blessed him with the good chop.
the only thing
Good on them.
the only thing I don't like, I'm not gonna say it's growing on me, but I don't hate it as much as I used to. Was the fender well lights? I used to hate them a lot, but kind of seeing it on a lifted truck like this, it kind of gives like puts your focus on his wheels, and he for one
Yeah.
has the truck that I can appreciate his tires because I can't stand the rubber band tires. He's kind of close to it, but I like those. I don't dislike them too much.
No, I like it. I like fender lights on a good truck.
I like the black and
do.
chrome too.
I would like a little bit more meaty tire myself, but I'm not gonna hate on his tires.
For a
They
lifted
do function.
truck, I really like it. You know, especially a gas truck. You know, because we all know we hate gas lifted trucks around here.
I don't, bro.
I even kind of like and it takes a certain truck to pull off dual tip exhaust, but I kind of like. I mean, it kind of works.
That's like a 16 up truck, right?
I believe so. Yeah, because
Yeah,
they started
so
that
that's-
square taillight or
Yeah,
headlight.
that's a LT1, or well, not LT1, not LT1. It's a LT Gen 5.3.
Oh, I have it
you know,
as a
those are
6.3
like,
truck.
yeah, and that's probably got a. I don't know for sure if those get 6L80 or 8L80, 90, whatever they get, but dude, I bet that thing's pretty fast for what it is, because those 5.3s with a cam can put down like, you know, LS3 numbers.
And considering he doesn't have a center of gravity, he is not aerodynamic in the slightest definition. Yeah, you know, I bet this truck gets down.
For sure. I've worked on, you know, one or two similar to that, you know, that body style with a cam and lifted.
Yeah.
They're quick for what they are.
So where have you got it against the one LE?
Well, do we mention the one LE is cammed? Because
I'm not.
it is cammed.
I wasn't sure if it was cammed or not. I don't know any
It
information
is.
about the car.
It's got. I do know it's got a. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to say for certain because he's not told me, but I've heard someone say it has the Stage 4 Texas Speed F35. I do know specs of that kind of. I believe it's 236 duration, 246 as well, I believe. I know the Stage 3 is because that's what mine is, but I think it keeps the duration the same on the 4, and then 640 lift. So, I mean, it's spicy, bro.
Yeah.
It's a big-ass cam.
Man, if it was a ZL1, it'd be a shoe-in for me, but it's really close for me on because I really like both these builds.
Yeah, both of these are clean. I'm not going to hate on either of them.
I would say that the truck owner definitely put way more, into his build because of, having to lift wheel
For sure,
tires.
there's more creativity, I guess you could say.
One LE guy kind of got it out the box pretty dope. I don't know. What?
I got the 1LE personally.
That's what I'm thinking. It is so close because I really like that truck.
I don't even want to sound biased because I own a Fitchin, but the Fitchin 1LEs are really nice.
Yeah. All right.
I would love to have one to, track, so that's where I'm at.
Got the 1LE. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I probably should have did this beforehand. No. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I guess I got to paste. There we go. All right. Got the 1LE taking round 1. So next, I did admit at the car show, God, I hate this body style, but that is so clean, man.
Yes, sir.
And on top of that,
you can't hate a new Edge, bro. You can't. I don't care if it's a 2-valve, which this one isn't, but.
And on top of that, I don't know if we could take this into consideration or not, but this dude can drive. Like, this guy was ripping out of there.
Oh, dude, he's a good driver for sure. He's like the best straight line driver I know, I think.
Like, and just like the black on black on black on black, everything is murdered out. It looks so clean.
It does. It's a Mach 1, so shaker hood, can't hate. And 4 valves from factory, got Manley rods and pistons, are forged internal. They can handle boost.
But dude, you did not mess with this car whenever it came out.
No. Now the C5 might have took this, but the actual Terminator, the supercharged ones, C5s ain't taking them out, bro. Straight line.
So we got this just Ashton's super clean Mustang against the Joyrider. I'm telling you, dude, this guy was giving rides like
all night.
He was giving free rides like for a good 2 hours that night, like just back to back, hot lapping, like just.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just telling you, dude, my face like hurt after I got done riding in it just because I was just grinning the whole time. And he also, kind of good we have these against each other. Also, like, this dude knows how to drive. He's super big. He's probably the biggest guy in the import scene in our small town, at least.
Yeah, I'd say he is.
He's always had the tuner cars, and man, it's just like this IS 300. He's trying so hard to get me to get one, and I'm not saying no.
He's making me want to get one too,
dude. It weighs as much as a boatload, but God, it like that much boost. I think he was hitting boost cut at like 28 pounds. Like,
yeah,
that thing sounded like so crazy, and I mean,
God, it sounded good, bro.
It's the note too. This car is running like 1150s in the quarter too. If you wanted to know about that information, he was kind of lowballing his power at like low fours, low to mid 400. I think he's making closer to 5. Probably not 5, but probably just shy of it. Man,
for sure.
I don't know if I could pick this round because this is like so tough for me because Caleb's car. I wish I could have got the chance to ride in Ashton's car. But Caleb's car was
Ashton's is auto is the unfortunate thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is true.
So this is why Caleb's wins.
Yeah. Caleb just like, and it's just the fact that he had pretty much all the attention of the car show. I hate to say it, but he had the attention. Like,
his car is so much fun, bro. Like, you can't not like it.
And it's almost like a sleeper too, because especially if you don't know much about those kind of cars. I mean, you might see the intercooler and be like, oh, that ain't a radiator.
Yeah.
But God, dude, it's such a cool car. Like, it will put a smile on your face.
Yeah, for sure. That car is definitely the funnest thing I've rode in a while. And I work on cool cars all the time.
All right, so let's move this here. All right, so another one of Caleb's cars, same owner of the IS300, also owns an R34 Skyline, which is so dope that he has both these cars.
Dude, can this dude get out of these photos?
Who? Oh, look at this dude.
Look at that dummy.
Oh man, yeah. R34. He hasn't had it for very long. It's admittedly pretty slow, but you gotta start somewhere. If
say R34,
or yeah, R32. Sorry, I've been hooked on R34s lately. But yeah, R32. He hasn't had it very long. Obviously, it's not the cleanest in the world. It's had some damage, but. I mean, you got to take some flaws to be able to cop one of these cars, because they are like unaffordable. Like, I mean,
for sure.
So
you can't hate like a little front end damage. That's nothing to fret about.
Yeah, and it's still got a turbo. It makes cool sounds. That was
it's easily fixed. Like you can take it to any body shop and they can fix it.
Oh yeah, and it also, if you can't tell, it is a true JDM car. It's right-hand drive, so that icing on the cake if you're big into the racer scene. So, and I do want to mention, sorry about these smaller photos. I didn't have time to get photos of each individual car. We'll probably try to do better on that next time. I don't know who the owner was of this black GTO, so I just wrote black GTO. Sorry if you're watching this. I just didn't.
I know whose that is. That's okay. Logan Persley's.
Oh, okay. I didn't make it to that side of the car show till a little bit later, and I didn't hang around very long, unfortunately. But, so do you know what is done to the GTO? Because I know nothing about it.
I don't know much. I know it is cammed. I don't know what cam. I know it needed a tune when she got it, but I'm assuming it's fixed now.
Is that a 6.0 car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's a 5.7. I could be wrong, but I don't know it well enough. I'm pretty sure it's 6.0. It's the chances of guessing odds are in the 6.0 because I only did 5.7 for 04.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a pretty easy round for me. I'm not a huge Pontiac guy, and on top of that, R32 versus a GTO with a cam. I think that's kind of a no-brainer there. I don't know if you agree or not.
I'm going for the GTO.
Yeah, you're going for the GTO.
Yeah, It's cammed. It's an American muscle car. It's stick shift too.
You know what? If Caleb was a little bit farther along,
it's faster than Caleb's. Yeah. Like Caleb's is nice. I can't hate on it, but
I think I'm just hung up.
I'm taking a clean GTO, like pretty clean.
I'm hung up on the rarity. I'll bow down. I can't.
Now, if it had Caleb's car's an RB20, not an RB26 too.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Fixing that is going to be a lot more expensive than just throwing a LSA on a 6.0.
I agree. So
that's where I'm at. Now, if we can debate a little bit if you think R32 should still win.
Looking back, if Caleb was a little bit farther along with his build, like on repairing it, I think I would fight it. But being he just got it and hasn't really put too much into it yet, I'll bow out because I'm just a big hater of Pontiac, honestly, and it's just personal preference. I'm not big on the sedan cars, which I know GTO isn't, but like whenever I think of Pontiac sports cars, I think of the G8, and it just makes me like, ugh. Moving on. We got old Jacob's work truck, and for a work truck, that's dope.
Yeah, it's a nice truck. I like it.
It's clean. Sorry, I didn't get a picture from the front. Again, it was hard to focus.
It's a GMC, looks better in the front.
Yeah, yeah. And it is to mention the day prior after we ended up putting long tube on it, and I don't know, it did give it of course has two mufflers, so it didn't really change it that much, but it had a little bit of a grumble to it,
Yeah,
especially at startup, like you could really hear the long tubes in the cold start.
Yeah,
it sounded pretty nice. But on top of that, 5.3 LT truck. I
Yes,
like it.
sir.
And then we have
solid truck, great daily.
Oh yeah, for a work truck too, dude. Like I'm telling you, if Jacob would lower that, put some like meats on it. Oh my god, dude. That'd be
Even if it ain't lowered, I'm all for it.
yeah, yeah. Though I've just you've got me so big into like the lowered
I
trucks.
I love lowered trucks, but I mean, if it's a daily, I understand not lowering it.
Yeah, it's still like, yeah. Oh, and
That ain't bad. So.
he got his was it the DOD or the V? No, he had it deleted.
Got the OD. Yeah, he's
yeah,
tuned out, but
actual
he's still got
management
the
it's off.
lifters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully that won't give him no trouble. If I was him, especially if it was a
If it
daily,
does,
I
throw a
wouldn't.
cam in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't replace it till it gave out. Honestly. All right. So
It goes out, the cam's done either way. So
true. You know more about this car than I do. Of course, this is Logan DeFibber's car, or sorry, Jacob DeFibber's car. The GTO boys showed up at this car show, if you can tell, or car meet. They all just got done racing. So I like the red on black. I don't know. Red has been doing something for me here lately, and I haven't really been big on like I really like neutral colored cars, but the red has been doing it for me, especially polished like that.
yeah, I like his car.
So what does he have done to this car?
So it's LS3 swap, and I don't know what cam. Probably, similar to what's in our cars. Something not aggressive, like super big and aggressive, but something that's good all around. I couldn't tell you what it is though. I don't know. Geez, T56. I really don't think much has been done to it. It's just, the cam and stuff. Obviously, spring kit, push rods, all the basic cam stuff, but
Yeah.
stock diff, drive shaft, axles, as far as I know. I don't think it's got any suspension. But, still, it runs low 11s.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Part of me really wants to let a truck move up one. I really like Jacob's truck, but I don't know.
I can't.
You still got the GTOs?
Yeah, I still got it over Jacob. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm sorry.
Whenever I think of it, I think of like, I guess I'm in the mindset of dailies, and I'm like, I would really rather have, which I do daily a truck already, and I would love to have a slightly faster truck, especially a blacked out.
I mean, if we're going daily or, Jacob's truck. But if we're going like,
just general.
What I'm going to pick the GTO.
Yeah.
Because I'm a car guy.
I yield.
Now, if Jacob's truck was lowered and had a cam, it'd be moving up.
Yeah.
It isn't. So that's why it stays.
I don't know. I see Jacob maybe considering that now that he's got long tubes. He might get that build itch,
I think I've about given it to him.
You do one small mod and then you start getting you gotta scratch.
I know
that
how
itch.
to manipulate people into spending way too much money on cars. I'm a bad influence.
He's a bad boy. So that's that side of the bracket. So let's move to the other side of the bracket. Oh, hold up. We're back with the other side of our bracket. We have resolved our technical difficulties, if you even got to see that. Alright, so we have a G8 that I actually, unironically, really like, and I like the blacked out, and I also really like these headlights that he has.
Yeah, I love those headlights.
It kind of reminds me of like the newer GMCs because they have the Fords, of course, the F-150s also have them with the little LED bar. I really like that a lot. This car is a 6.0 car that's been cammed, right? Same as the other GTO, or same as the GTO.
Well, it's also got an LSA on it too.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
I know Zach White's has an LSA. I didn't know.
Yeah, you not see that intercooler right there?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even paying attention. I never knew he put an LSA on it. Maybe he bought it like that. Seemed like he would have made a bigger deal about that.
He got it, he got one put on. I don't know if he did it or
It
I think
must
he did.
it must have been
But
before I was like knowing about him because it seems like he was.
so as far as I know, I don't think he did fuel system or anything. But I mean, you're still, LSA injectors. You can run on 93, up to like probably like I don't know, man. I don't know how much boost for sure, but you can probably get like 10, 12 pounds of boost with those injectors. I'd say.
Yeah, I was wondering if
If not 16, I'm not even sure. You might be able to go 16.
So you don't think he's maxed out his injectors yet? He'll probably run out of injector if he keeps upgrading.
As far as I know, he's not on a pulley or anything. But
okay.
I could be wrong.
That seems like something that blower guys would do, like off the bat. Because all you got to do is put a pulley on.
A lot of people don't,
Run
like they
stock
just say
pulley.
Yeah, you see a lot more than you'd think.
Yeah, I guess it is probably a lot safer too, running a lower amount of boost, especially if you don't have full
anything
internals.
You run a small pulley on an LSA and you're liable to break it.
I will say that's where you're doing everything right. Is you're actually going through and fully forging your bottom end. That way you can take that boost.
Yeah, for sure, reliability.
Yeah, we've got on it before about guys just slapping LSAs on stuff and not building the bottom
And
end.
that's probably, I'm pretty sure his is stock bottom end. So, if you are going to slap LSA on it, keep it lower boost, that's a safer route.
Yeah. I don't know what his car is running either off the top of my head. I guess
It's got to be around, 10s, 11s.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's on a tire too. I think he's got a drag pack that he puts on. So
He's definitely low 11s. Probably, maybe, high 10s. I don't know.
Yeah. I know that. I think that's what Zach was shooting for this year. So
I think he is hanging around where Zach is.
They basically have the same
sure.
setup.
I'm speculating, really. I don't know.
Yeah. We got Logan Sanders G8 against Seth Haynes's. So I wasn't sure. I had to do some research, and my research might not be correct because my information is from Zach, and Zach wasn't sure. But I asked him if it was a true Cobra car, and he said he thinks it's up-badged.
I could not tell you. I'm not. No, I'm
not a big
Ford
Mustang
tech,
guy.
but I never knew much into this body style.
So I'm just going to kind of go off what Zach was saying and say it's an up-badged Cobra, which it's super clean. And
There's not a lot of difference, really, if it is or isn't.
Yeah. I love the white vinyl top. I'm a big fan. And the the red car. I'm not a huge convertible guy. I hate convertibles. I think they're hideous. But for some reason, just because of the rarity, I like this convertible. Works. Yeah. And especially the interior matches because you can really, like that interior really stands out.
And that's a clean interior, too. It's hard to have a clean white interior.
Yeah. I'm choosing G8, but it hurts to let this possible Cobra car go down because I respect the rarity and the cleanliness of the car. Especially, it's probably older too. Like for the age, it's really I don't know if he's had it.
That's like a mid to late 90s.
It's pretty mint for its age,
It is.
But unfortunately, I think we're both in agreement that we're taking Logan Sanders G8 to the next round.
Stick with the LS, boy.
Yeah. And again, dude, the headlights are really pulling hard for me, honestly, if I'm being real honest. So, we got our boy old Tyler. He was in an episode
your
prior.
Photo is not doing him any justice, bro.
I know. I got pretty bad pictures of our cars just because we were just shooting crap all night. But I did get the good angle with his good wicker bill and his corn-fed badge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as far as the body of it, it's pretty stock. It's got some nice wheels on it, and
headlights are upgraded.
Is the wicker bill? Is it a standard or is it stock?
No,
I didn't think
that's
so.
Aftermarket.
Of course, the corn-fed badge. Tyler's car's on E85 tune, and I think that's about it, right?
Got an N-gauge, got full bolt-ons, got headers.
What did Tyler's car end up making? It dynoed not too terribly long ago.
That wasn't accurate because it was pulling timing because we couldn't actually get into the tune because it was locked.
Oh man!
But it dynoed 440, I think. But I think it's more around 460 because it still had some timing left in it. You could have picked up like 20 horsepower if you were real low timing, which I think it was.
Yeah. I like Tyler's car a lot. And I'm not a big Mustang guy, but the S550 is probably one of my favorite body styles.
And, we're pretty certain that trans has been broke into and been built.
Actually?
Yeah, because you can tell the case bolts have been off, and, that car was a drag car before he bought it. It had a Mantic clutch when he bought it. But, I mean, it's seen track time, so it was very likely someone broke the MT82, because that's very easy to do. And had it built, because he's abused it, and it ain't, and it's got upgraded axles.
And it's daily.
Pretty well built.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a daily. I mean, it's low mileage still. He bought it with 40K, and it's at like 80K now.
Oh,
maybe
wow.
100.
Yeah.
It's 2017, so it's a Gen 2.
He's got that stick car respect for sure.
Yeah.
Third pedal. We got Tyler's S550 against the Vet Cart. It's like I got such good pictures of particular cars. He showed up a little late to the party, but he still showed up. I don't know. I'm not too big on the Vet Cart, I throw it back to Cletus. I respect that Cletus has broke so many records with his, and I mean that's what everybody's going to see whenever they look at this as Cletus's car, of course. It's cool, but it's got like a 4.3 in it. It looks cool, especially a 4.8. It looks cool, especially to a non-car person. You see the turbo sticking out. You see the Holly High Rise. It's like, man, that car looks like it's crazy. But I mean, that car, how much power you think it's pushing?
So I was there when it was dynoed, and it made like 420, 440, somewhere in there, I think. I can't remember for sure, but it's a 4.8 with Gen 4 rods or Gen 4 internals, pretty much, and 243 heads, I believe.
And it made how much power?
Turbo. It made 420-ish, 440. Damn, bro, did them dirty. Thank God.
No hate. I like it a lot. Like I said, it does makes people think
it is auto. It's 4L slippy.
Oh man, this guy has a good platform for. Man, if he parted out that
anything, he could do whatever he wanted with this car.
If he parted out the 4.8, man, and got like a 5.3, or really put the money into it, got like a LS3, and found and also routed the turbo
bigger
into it.
Displacement, like 6.0 or bigger, is the way to go.
There's no replacement for displacement, as we all know.
Absolutely, especially if you're gonna go boosted, you're just always gonna make more power, more displacement.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just me, but this car is cool. I really don't like the blue wheels, and that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm not big on them either.
It just don't go with nothing at all in the car. It's just kind of random. Maybe that does it for some people. It don't do it for me at all. I don't know, man. I definitely have Tyler's S550 over the Vet Cart, as cool as the Vet Cart is.
I do.
If the Vet Cart had something different in it, maybe more, but it would take a lot for me to top Tyler's S550. I really like that Tyler's car.
That's color's probably one of the better colors from all of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like that color they also put, is that the gunmetal gray?
And Tyler's is a PP1 car performance pack. That's like the 1LE version of the Mustang.
Yeah. And is that color tone called the gunmetal gray that they do on the F-150s?
I think so, but I don't remember the paint colors anymore. It's been too long since I've looked at them.
I always really loved that shade, especially on the F-150s.
Yeah,
it looks so good.
His just looks different to me too, like a little bit compared to all others. It's like it's got a different flake. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm telling you, his just looks different.
For sure. So, Vet Cart, cool build, but you have fallen. We got our boy, our host, our guy, Zach Wyatt, with the new carbon hood, if you haven't seen it yet. And we got it against the WRX car, which I don't know, he flew under a lot of people's radar during it. I don't think he knew a lot of people there, which is no big deal. But yeah, let's get on Zach Wyatt's car. As we both know, same as Logan Sanders' car, LSA. I like it a lot. You know, I wish he did drive it more. Like, I wish he did drive it on the track, but he's kind of adamant on it being built for looks, and you know, not he don't really want to be crazy with it. Yeah. His is definitely going to last a lot longer than ours, that's for sure. The way he drives, you know, he's real conservative.
Maybe not. I'm confident in how I build my car.
Yeah.
It blows up 2 days after driving it.
Zach does daily his car too, but of course he don't. Well, no, he actually doesn't. He dailies his Taurus. I was wrong about that, but he does drive his car. He drives his car pretty often for him to not consider it a daily. I would say
weekend car.
I would say he drives his car probably about as much as I drive my Camaro, which is about like once a week and then once every weekend. But yeah, I like Zach's car a lot. One of the G8s that I do give some respect to, even though it's a 4-door sedan. I would prefer Logan's headlights over Zach's, but I do like how Zach's has the orange halos, you know, as parking lights.
Yeah, Zach's car's got good taste. Tasteful.
Yeah, you can tell he was very picky on the parts he chose to put in his car.
Well, he bought a lot of it like that, which no hate to that either, you know.
Yeah.
People hate on that, but it's like, you don't have to build a car to enjoy it, you know? Like, when I bought my car when it was stock, I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't build it.
I haven't done anything appearance-wise to my car at all. Like, I'm probably going to get my stripe redone this year, but that's just because the sun killed it. But, yeah, I really like Zach's car. So we got the WRX, which I don't either one of us know anything about. I'm guessing it's just stock. I really like the I don't know if that's a regular white or if it's a pearl white.
And like,
it's really hard to tell, but it looks like it might have a shade of like a pearl white because of the little bit of the dark tone to the white.
Oh yeah, it's more like a pearl white, I think.
Yeah,
You're talking about the headlight color for a second.
I really like this car. I like the WRX cars. I like the older WRXs more just because we grew up around our tuner Caleb, and he always had the older bug eyes.
These kind of remind me of the last Evos, and
oh yeah, they do.
I'm kind of indifferent on those, you know.
Are all the WRXs all-wheel drive? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I do like that aspect about it. I like that it's a turbo all-wheel drive car. Of course, that.
Yeah, this isn't an STI, is it? This is just like a plain WRX.
I would say if it was an STI, it'd have a better chance against the G8.
Yeah, if it's not STI, I'm not too interested in it, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a shoe-in for Zach.
No, it's a good daily. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it gets great gas mileage
for sure.
So,
you know, I mean, can't hate on either of them.
For sure. All right, we got Zach Wyatt as our last one, and he, of course, gets the buy round. I should have went ahead and we'll go ahead and move him up one.
What's the buy round?
We didn't have, I didn't have pictures of 2 additional cars, so that, of course, is like just a free round.
Should have done ours, but they don't count.
Yeah, and we're super biased. And I wouldn't have ranked my car very high anyways because it's just cammed. It's just a cammed LS3 or L99, Jordan.
It don't matter, bro. It's same difference.
Whatever.
It is. Ooh, you got valve release in your piston.
20 more horsepower. Stop, Patrick. You're scaring him.
God. You literally gain it all back with a cam.
All right, so we're back. It's a start. And, let me get rid of this. From where we've been deleting photos, I think they will all still line up. So, we've got the 1LE against Caleb's IS300. You know, we've done been over all these, so I guess, what do you have? Because I'm still feeling Caleb.
I think you know. I think you know what I got.
I'm still feeling the IS300, man. That thing, like... And the 1LE, I mean, it's got... What does it have that's slightly different from our cars? I think it's got a different gear, doesn't it?
Yeah, 1LE at trans, so it's 391 rear gear, but also the trans is tighter gear ratios. I don't remember the specs, but I do know it is different.
whenever I think of which would I rather ride in, would be a car that's pretty close to mine, which I drive all the time, or Caleb's IS300. And whenever I put that in perspective, dude, I want that boost. I want that, like, I don't know. I want that import, man.
Power, baby.
Mo power, baby. Like, I don't know. What are you feeling? What's your opinion on this?
Man, you already know. That's 300.
Dude, it's just like, you gotta know to know. You gotta find a guy with an IS300 and like, well, they come.
You just gotta find a guy like Caleb.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, if you don't know this about the IS300, they come with the 2JZ GTE, which is the non-turbo 2J, and there's a few other slight differences. I did a little bit of research, but I've done forgot it. There's a few internal components that aren't as stout because obviously the IS300 wasn't meant for boost, or the GTE was not meant for boost. So I don't know if Caleb told me it was the previous owner. I don't know if they added the turbo to the GTE to make it a GT, whatever the turbo version is called, or if they just swapped out the whole GTE for the 2J that is already boosted. I'm not sure what the deal was with
GTT.
that. Yeah, the GTT. I don't really think that's what that's called, but
yeah.
Oh, it is.
I'm pretty sure
that it sounds like it'd roll off the tongue more if they said G double T.
PT twin turbo.
Oh yeah, I guess that is right. But yeah. That's really what I mean. Just a little bit of IS300 info for you people that are wondering, why are they putting a sedan so far up? Because it's dope, and you haven't rode in one yet. That's why. Like, this is becoming...
You definitely don't need to hate on it.
This is becoming one of the next, like, I wouldn't say go-to tuner cars, but people are starting to recognize it who aren't in that import scene, which, of course, I'm not at all. And I found out about it through Caleb, and I was like, oh, dang, really? It's got the same motor as a Supra? That's dope. Like...
So his is the 2JZGE.
Okay, so they just did a turbo swap then. They added a turbo to it.
The GTE is what's in the Supra, which has the different internals.
I got you. So
the GTE has the same internals, but has recessed top pistons. So obviously less compression, which is probably better for boost.
Yeah. I knew there was a few slight differences with between the motors, because I think a lot, I don't know, we could test this on Caleb, but I know a lot of people that know a lot about the 2Js. If you start saying like, oh, the IS300 has a non-turbo 2J, they'll start getting really mad, be like, no, it's not the same. Like,
I don't know how different it is, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Kind of like an LS Gen 3 versus Gen 4. Like, yeah, it's not Gen 4, but like, it's so easy to swap Gen 4 rods. Who cares?
Do some engine work, buddy.
You could do that in a weekend if you wanted.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun breaking open mine with you, even though we just took the oil pan off. It was nice to learn from someone who just knows exactly what they're doing.
You can join me building mine.
Homie Torque specs everything. And let us know, as a side note, if that's something you would like to see, because Jordan's got a pretty good GoPro if you wanted to see us do like a series on engine building.
I can do like all the engines I work on.
It'd probably be entertaining to watch me ask really dumb questions that I don't know the answer to, that are super obvious to anybody that isn't me.
I probably don't know the answer to half of the questions. I'm not the brightest either. I just know how to do it.
He's built one or two. We got GTO on GTO action here. Let me do this real quick. We got some GTO, red GTO versus black GTO. I think they have same setup you said. I like the hood on the black one just because it's a little bit different.
I do like the nostrils. That's what I like to call them anyways.
That's really what it is. Other than that, I don't really see any other crazy differences other than color. Of course, the red does it for me, but
the red is a LS3, not an LS2.
Oh yeah, that is right.
I'm definitely taking the rec port heads for that top end power.
Yeah,
but people be underestimating cathedral ports, man. LS2, honestly, y'all be sleeping. Don't me catch you lacking.
Yeah. I wish the red GTO had the nostril hood. That would really complete that for
sure.
Me.
I'm a big fan of them.
So, do you have the red GTO going up because of LS3?
Yeah, and a drag
Oh,
pack.
drag pack. Yeah, I barely caught that. Yep, we got the
Hey, didn't
drag
this have
pack GTO.
17s? Did you see? I'm pretty sure it was on 17s.
Uh,
That's the pretty popular size for
yeah,
GM.
especially that bolt pattern. I think. All right, that'll be an interesting matchup.
We got
No, probably
all the
not, though.
Pontiacs in this lineup, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pontiac on Pontiac action.
Pontiac on Pontiac. All right, we got. Let's see. Delete this. Hey, where'd you go? Okay. All right, we got the S550 against. Wait. Okay, I went the wrong way. All right.
I did it backwards.
Yeah, we got the Logan Sanders G8 against the S550, and this is this GM versus Ford.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is, bro.
Tale as old as times, you know.
This is a hard one, but I'm gonna get a little hate, I feel like.
Aesthetically, I think I like Logan's because there's a little bit more aftermarket stuff done to it. Of course, I'm just dying for those headlights, man. I love them so much, and especially which I didn't notice it at first, but all the grill action really lets you see that intercooler.
Yeah,
and I mean that I'm sure it gets all kinds of airflow, natural airflow to it. I don't know,
and
I like Tyler's car a lot too.
I got styling on Tyler for sure.
I like Tyler's wheels with his with the body color, and you might disagree because they're both really neutral colors. But in person, I wish I could have got a better quality photo. I should have just asked Jordan for one. But the if you can't tell, the wheels are bronze and the body is like a dark gray, that gunmetal we were saying. So like they really balance each other out in a neutral kind of way. It looks really nice in person.
It looks so good, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I've seen black, white, red, blue Mustangs. This color's it.
Yeah, I've always really liked that car. I really like that color. Like I said,
I'm a grabber blue guy, but I'd take this color in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of pulling for the G8, but
I'm on the Mustang.
Yeah.
Now you can hate on me, but Mustang is forged rod, forged crank.
That is true. Yeah.
The only thing he's got to worry about is old pump gears, and you know he can make it easy 800 horsepower with a low boost setup, probably.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like 10, 12 pounds. He's going to be making killer power.
Dude.
Compared to the LS on 10 to 12 pounds, the Coyote is going to rip it.
Dude, those Coyotes love boost.
You know, if we're just going to debate it as they are now, that's hard because there's a lot more potential, I think, in the Coyote car.
Yeah, because, I mean, like I said, you put a blower on the Coyote car, it's going to eat that G8's lunch.
And with it already having, you know, same diff as a GT500, I mean, that diff is stout. Good axles. Trans, we're pretty sure has been broken into. I mean, I'm staying on the Mustang. And I'm going to get some hate for that because, you know, I'm a GM guy, and I think most people who watch this are probably going to be GM.
It's kind of weird that this has happened because I announced that I am I hate Pontiac, and I hate sedans, and I hate Pontiac sedans, and I'm sitting here pulling for the G8. I will relinquish, but I really, really like this car a lot, the G8. I really like this car.
I mean, the G8's faster straight line, but I think Tyler's car on the track would be faster.
Tyler's car with boost would be best on both ends.
Yeah. I'm a track guy. I'm not a quarter mile guy. I'm a track guy.
Homie's a skilled driver.
But I do consider, you know, straight line too.
I hate to say it. I really do, but this is, again, an easy round for me.
It is Sarah too. I'm
The
sorry.
IS300's got to go up, man. This car...
It's seriously, like, not even... It's hard to debate. I mean, if it was my car going against it, I'd pick his every time.
I would too. I would too. His car is so fun. Like, especially over a GTO, I can finally give my Pontiac hate.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I like the GTO, but that's too much.
The IS is too much, and it is fitting that we have an import moving up because it's all American muscle.
Yeah.
This import boy showing out like he did.
That's what they do around here, bro.
I'm not kidding. Like everybody's attention, it was on him, not just because he was giving joyrides, just because it's like everybody else is over here hitting a lick with their cam, and he's over here like the wastegate's letting out like just the loudest whistles you ever heard in your life. That blow off valve,
so good,
especially at R32, dude. That blow off.
I don't think
valve
that's a blow off valve.
Oh, it doesn't.
I don't think he's got one.
God, that thing was so loud, dude.
Yeah, dude, when it on anti-lag, bro, sheesh.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
Sound like a damn AK.
Dude, yeah, whenever he was like building up that boost, dude, it sounded like crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody, never mind. I'm going to go one podcast without incriminating ourselves. So we got Tyler's S550 back against Zach White's G8. So
yeah, what's funny is these colors are really similar.
Yeah,
on these cars.
I was sitting here wondering if the S550 can take down another G8.
Nah, I'm on Zach's.
No shot.
Yeah, bro, I like Zach's car.
I would have took Zach's car over, or I would have took Logan's car over Zach's car just because.
Really, I like Zach's more.
I like I like Logan's nostril hood, and also I like Logan's headlights a lot. And also,
dude, Zach's hood's nicer in my opinion.
I like the cowl, and I like the carbon.
Headlights are nicer in my opinion too. I like the halos.
Yeah. I can't remember Logan's. You can see right here. Logan's runs on drag pack.
Yeah, I love the VMS wheels. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they almost look like a beadlock.
Those are just some nice wheels. I almost bought a set for my car.
Yeah, that Black and Machined is really popular. So
yeah, I got Zach's, but if you want to argue Tyler's, I'm here to listen to it.
I mean, Tyler being on E does a lot for me too. I've become a big fan of E85 here lately.
I honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like Tyler's car too. It could probably run what Zach's car runs.
E85 just gives you that extra torque, and that's what I like.
I'm pretty sure if Tyler really wanted to, get good at driving and put some practice in, it would run what Zach's car runs. The problem is that Zach's is auto, and it's a lot easier to drive. Tyler's got to put in a lot of effort to be as fast as someone in the auto.
Yeah, stick cars are lacking that, and I don't know if Zach has a trans tune or not. I don't know.
I could not tell you that.
I don't.
He don't have a stall, does he? Like he's got like a ZL1 stall, so not very big.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I don't think he has that crazy of a cam in it either. Well, he's probably got a boost cam in there.
It's still a pretty mild cam, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what it put down?
He told me, but I can't remember. I want to say it wasn't over 500.
No, surely it was over 500.
Oh, no, that was right. It was under 500 without boost. It was under 500 NA. I can't remember what he made with boost. I don't think he ever told me, but I know NA it was making 400, which is to be expected.
It's like with boost, you should be hitting like 540, 560.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever told me what he was
maybe
making.
Kissing 600 there,
Yeah.
And the Mustangs are really good at drag racing, bro.
Yeah, I wish if Tyler would get on drag pack, I think he would definitely have the G8. He'd have that just a little bit added traction. If he could get off the line and keep up with that auto, I think Tyler could. It'd be a close race.
Man, I like his car though. It's seriously a great platform.
I would like I had the same argument with Logan's car, or Logan versus Tyler's round. I do like that the G8 is more modified aesthetically. It looks a lot. It doesn't look as stock, which could be a good thing and a bad thing.
I'm not big on the Twisted Crew stickers. My only thing with Sachs.
Yeah, I'm not big on stickers on cars. I got my one sticker supporting my local team.
Like his LS Fest sticker, I like. It matches the theme of the car, and the Twisted Crew one does too. But it's just too much. Like I don't like something on my windshield like that.
Yeah, there's just too much going on. I like Tyler's corn-fed badge too. Like I love it.
That's seriously the best badge ever.
I mean, my Dakota technically has a corn-fed badge on it. It's just the correct way of saying it.
Yeah.
Ethanol flex fuel.
So what's she saying?
since I'm a GM guy at heart, I'll put Zach White up.
I'm on Zach too.
I will.
Tyler is like so close, but if he had just like, some cams or an intake, it'd have been up.
All right, we got the final round. We got. Oh, what am I doing? I got Caleb against Zach White. It's just funny to me because I don't know. It seems easy.
It does for me too.
Dude, I'm telling you, Caleb's car stole the show. Like, oh my
Caleb's
God.
car just putting in that work.
Like, man.
You can't even hate.
We're not even import guys. We are not even import guys.
I'm a car enthusiast. It don't matter what it is.
Like, I don't know, man. Something about that boost from a turbo, just like that skut-to-do. I love it, man. And if that car was all-wheel drive, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, it'd be moving out.
I don't know. I think that's a shoe win, and every round for Caleb was like not even a debate. It's just that car is so cool.
Zach's was a hard one, but I'd have Caleb's over Tyler's if I was gonna look back.
Yeah, the other side of the bracket was definitely a lot harder.
Yeah, for sure.
It is mostly due because of a lot of the cars are pretty similar to each other. A lot of American Muscle, cammed American Muscle.
Yeah.
And that's just our car scene. I'm kind of my idea, and we've kind of run this by each other, is to go to more of these cars and coffees and more of these car events where we don't have the bias of knowing the driver and knowing the direct modifications, kind of just going off of looks and what we think is done to it. I think that would be a lot more fun and also get a little bit more exposure to the podcast. Of course, we ask for people's permission before we take pictures of their cars. So yeah, maybe we'll see some more variety, especially going into like an actual Bowling Green City meet instead of our smaller small town meets. There was a couple C8s there really early on, Z06, C8s, but we of course didn't get a picture of those. They rolled out pretty early. They just kind of popped in to say hey.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do a little bit better job of getting some better photographs of the cars. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun meeting everybody. Of course, everybody there was already pretty close friends with each other. This is our small town car meet. We had a lot of fun, and if you guys are ever passing through in the Bowling Green area, look up one of our car meets. Modified World, Zach White. He's trying to do some more, and maybe if we get a little bit of a following, we'll put on one maybe in collaboration with Zach even. Had a lot of fun at this, and it'd be fun to see what you guys drive and come out and show out. Support your local entertainers.
Oh, show.
I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I don't think I'd change anything. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, me too. I think. Yeah, honestly, that went really good.
All right. Well, with that being said, we will catch you guys next week. I'll let you know what the topics are, maybe a little bit earlier in the week. That way, we can get some fan interaction like we did that one time. That was a lot of fun. Jordan, if you don't have anything, let's go ahead and throw this to an outro.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video style podcast, I'll leave a poll below. Definitely let us know if you prefer that version. We aren't going to slowly transition, but we definitely plan on doing a few more than we typically do. Also, if you want to keep up with us throughout the week, definitely hit us up on social media. We're on most platforms and are slowly becoming more active on those platforms. And we will catch you guys in the next one.